maybe. What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. This motherfucking Monday. Before we start off with the madness, anybody who's if this is reaching you or getting out there to you, in the Boardman area, maybe Austintown area, Youngstown area, around 224, there's a black dog running loose, has a leash on. Um, it's one of the dogs from our shelter. One of the fosters fell down and she got loose from him. She's really scared. Don't chase her. Just get a hold of All About the Paws if you by chance see her or can even get her in the car or whatever. Yeah, it fucking sucks. So with that being said, we got we got a bunch of shootings in the news. We're kind of being swept under the rug. And one more thing before we bring in our foreign correspondent. I just Trump, fuck you, Trump. You're being an asshole. I gotta admit, you're being a fucking asshole, and I'll explain why. But yeah. With that being said, from the tundras, from the ice-covered tundras of the deep, dark, fucking dirty Canada, we got Dino the genetic marvel in the house.
I think it's 2 dirties, not 3 dirties. Like it's not that. Yeah, it's dirty, but not
the dirty.
You could have surprise guests and they would understand, like that kind of dirty. It's a little messy, but it's not dirty. Yeah. So what's happening in your country right now, sir? Because I have no idea. I'll be honest with you.
Well, one, and I think it was Joey Edibles,
right.
Predicted something was going to happen, and I forget who he said. I want to say maybe Rob Reiner, but he predicted somebody, but that was going to magically end up murder suicide, some shit. And apparently, well, did you see what he said?
What? Who said?
Joey Edibles.
No.
Yeah, it was a post a couple days ago. I just found it kind of odd that he posted that, and then all of a sudden, Rob Reiner and his wife ended up shanked up from supposedly their son.
Yeah. So apparently he has drug problems, and his options were homeless or rehab, and then he decided to kill them. So I don't feel like that works, but he
found the third option.
I mean, third options are dangerous. I think you gotta. It's sad because Rob Reiner made some great movies.
Yeah, he did. But I remember Rob Reiner, like before I knew him, even as like the person he was who made the movies. Like I had no idea who that Rob Reiner was.
Yeah.
I knew Meathead from Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
That's who I knew. I knew Meathead. When everybody kept saying Rob Reiner, I'm like, who the fuck is Rob Reiner? And my mom, of all people, had to fucking tell me. Yeah, it was Meathead.
He's been in a million different things.
Yeah.
His dad's in Ocean 11's. That Rob Reiner.
So, and the reason why I say Donald Trump is an asshole on this shit is because this dickhead. I mean, no matter what, Trump's gonna be Trump, but have a little bit of fucking empathy there, dickhead. They asked him how he felt about the situation, and he said it was a sad situation, and it shouldn't happen. The typical shit.
Rob Reiner situation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
And then Trump said that pretty much. I'm gonna fucking put it in my own words, but it won't be that much off. He pretty much said that the reason why he got shanked up is because he had Trump derangement syndrome. Good. Now, Rob Reiner was a big opponent of Donald Trump. He
Yeah,
didn't like him at
sure.
all.
He was Jewish. What do you think?
And he said a lot of things against Trump, especially when he was campaigning for Kamala Harris. He even had Kamala Harris, I guess one of their parties at his house.
Yeah.
But still, you know what, Dick? You could have left that out. You could at least waited a week. You know, that fucking stab wound is still fucking warm. You could have waited a week. What the fuck, dude? Like,
Listen. That's it. Yeah. Look, at the same time, and just to add some levity, was that every time somebody says something bad about something happening, I always like that's because of climate change. So maybe he was trying to make a joke and it just didn't. But still,
dude,
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
See, I didn't know anything about the drug problem in the kid.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, what a coincidence. You know, most of these fucking liberal fucking whack jobs do have kids that are all fucked up on dope. But I mean, I didn't hear that. I just heard, you know, that the son was taken into custody, and that was it. You know, they found the parents shanked up.
Yeah, and apparently his daughter found him.
So now
Okay,
rumors
sucks.
are
Yeah.
that this really didn't have to do with fucking Trump, nor his kid, nor any kind of dope. It had something to do with all these files that are being dropped.
Ooh, that would be sad, man, because Rob Reiner did a lot of good stuff.
Well, I mean, look at fucking Tom Hanks. You know, that was fucking Woody, man. That was Forrest.
I never trusted Forrest, and I never trusted Woody. Okay, Woody pride was insulted. You know, he had some skeletons in his closet. Forrest Gump, I think he gave Jenny AIDS. I'll just say that. I don't know. Hey, you know what? Like, it's. I like to think people are good, when they do good things, you know. And Rob Reiner has a very smiley face kind of thing, and he made The Princess Bride, right? Like, if he made nothing in his whole life, just that, I'd be like, oh, he's a hero. He's, you know. Did you hear the story?
Matoyo, my father, prepared to die.
Which is one of the best lines ever. There's a whole story about how two things was Andre, what's her face? Who's the woman in it?
The blonde chick?
Yeah. She's
I don't remember what her fucking name was. I remember Andre the Giant, and I remember the fucking dude from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. Carrie L was yeah. Hold on, let me see.
And the only reason why I remember him is because he had that fucking hell of a line in Robin Hood Men in Tights. It's like, because I'm the only actor that could do Robin Hood in a British voice.
So yeah, it's Robin Wright. So Robin Wright was freezing on the set, and Andre the Giant would just put his gigantic hand on top of her head, and she's like, it would heat my entire body. Like, he was so big.
Robert just touched his wiener.
No, bro. Can you imagine? The other one,
hand around that fucking, like, you know, that thing was like a foot thick.
Had to be. And the other story was once he farted, and they were like, it was probably like 30 seconds. Like, it was the longest, loudest fart we've ever heard in our lives. Like, he's like, I've never. And it was Rob Reiner telling the story, and he's like, yeah. And I just looked at Andre. I'm like, you all right? He's like, I'm better now. You're like, what the fuck, bro? So, yeah.
Can you imagine if you lit that fart?
Oh, you fucking burn
Dude,
down
that's
Russia.
A nuclear bomb.
That is, yeah. That's oh, bro. Yeah. So I don't know. I really hope, like, at the same time, like, there's always, just to go into full conspiracy mode, there's always been rumors where if you have enough money, which Rob Reiner does, and something like this was going to come out, the perfect way is fake your death, off you go, Live happily ever after. That's the best you got. There's I don't know if you've seen this because you're not on TikTok very often, right?
No.
Okay. That's probably for the better because it is a hellhole. There's a guy who keeps on pointing out similarities in like older celebrities and newer celebrities as if like they're cloning themselves and coming back and
I've
stuff.
seen a couple videos like that.
It's like you're standing going, yeah, like your logic is sound, but your foundation is wobbly, right?
Well,
Because
see, this is the one that gets me that I just seen, and it was off of he has a Facebook page. He's on all social media. His name is JD Delay or something like that. JD Delay or Relay, something like that. But anyways, he does. He's straight for the facts. You know, he's straight. You know, whether it's Democrat, Republican, good, bad, whatever, he puts it straight there, no matter what.
Yeah.
So they show that person who shot Charlie Kirk. They show a picture of him, and then they showed him. You know, I guess it's the new picture of the last time he was seen or whatever the fuck. And they showed a picture of Lee Harvey Oswald. Was it Lee Harvey Oswald that shot Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. They put it side by side. Dude. Holy shit.
Hold on. Kirk.
Yeah, because his thing was somebody sent this to me, and I was like, I had to look at it. I'm like, am I the only one who sees that these people look identical? Like,
Oswald. Charlie Kirk. Okay, so I see that. Oh. Like, they have a lot of similar. Their jowl, the side here is different, but they have the same chin, comparable nose, different upper lip. Eyes are disturbingly similar. Yeah. Fuck, bro. Oh, that's much worse.
Yeah. Because that's like new. So just spinning down that old conspiracy out there. Also, since we're talking about files being dropped, 95,000 fucking pictures were supposedly released by the estate. And just to let everybody know, because y'all keep talking about there's other shit, you know, the judges have and stuff. Trump himself told the judges to fucking release everything. Trump and Pam Bond. He said, the worms are open. The worms are open. Dump the can out.
And as soon as people heard that, people were like, well, clearly he's already had his stuff taken out. That's why. And you're like,
no, this was already this was being held over here before nobody wanted to let that shit go. They still don't want to let that shit go. Trump is demanding that they let that shit go.
Nothing makes any sense. And
well,
like
this is the killer though. And I'm sure you've seen this. You know, there 95,000 photos. They pulled 19 out. And of that 19 photos, for whatever reason that they pulled out, I think 9 of them, or it might have even been less, because I think it was 3, but I'm going to go on the heavy end and say 9. I have Trump in them.
Ooh.
And their big gotcha, the big gotcha, there is a picture of Trump surrounded by girls.
I've seen that.
Surrounded by girls. And they all got their faces blacked out.
Yeah. And you're going,
wonder why. You know, it's not because they were minors. It's not because they wanted to save victims. It was because they was all adults and it was a fucking beauty pageant. That's what the fuck it was. And one of the girls were even quoted saying how polite and gentlemanly Mr. Trump was. That was the big gotcha, dude. 95,000. You pulled 9 that had Trump in it, and you couldn't get one to stick.
Hey, look, it's as soon Joey actually sent me that picture. I'm like, yeah, it's a beauty pageant. Clearly, it's obviously a beauty pageant. And Joey's like, oh yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, of course I'm right. Are you kidding me? Like, listen, I would like nothing more than politicians to go down in flames and be burned for their sins. No question. I'm in it. but you gotta give me something. You can't, like, listen, even Bill Clinton, you're like, bro, listen, Bill Clinton got some sloppy toppy in the Oval Office, okay? You saying, oh, he went to Ireland. Yeah, I believe that. You know why? Because he got caught. And if you got caught, I remember this from college. My finance professor was like, if you kick a wall and one cockroach falls out, you got to keep kicking the wall because there's a lot more cockroaches that it's going to fall out. So if fucking Bill Clinton got caught getting sloppy toppy, okay, that guy's a dirty bitch, okay? What is it? Lyndon B. Johnson was caught on the phone going, I need extra ballroom because my wiener's huge. Okay? That's not a normal conversation to have with anyone. Okay?
Well, I mean, I've had them conversations with people.
Listen, we've covered this before. You're not the norm, sir. Let's be very clear about that.
I am seeing the norm these days. And you know what? I'll be whatever the fuck I am. Because the norm these days is totally making sense. Like, none of that.
It's out to fucking lunch, bro.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Nothing fucking makes sense anymore.
What people consider to be, oh, this is normal. You're like, oh, the fuck it is. Like, I can't. No, not at all. That is some insane shit.
So I don't know how, but I feel like this is oddly relevant of the times. Right. Because like for some odd reason, my algorithm keeps pumping all these new videos out of nowhere onto my YouTube feed. But apparently, now, from what we're told and from what I've read in the Quran, and I even bought a new Quran, like it's a whole English. It's all in English. The last one I had, like the translation, this is just all in English because I find it that's like one of the. I mean, next to the Bible, talk about science fiction mixed up with some horror porn. But now, from what we're told, there's all in Sharia law and all that shit. The Muslims don't like the gays. They don't like the gays at all.
Which is odd because they do a lot of gay shit.
Yeah. But apparently, Muhammad, and I don't know how I missed this. I got to go back over, but it's somewhere in one of them fucking books. Muhammad took this holy man out into the desert and drew it says a line, but they're the way the I don't know what their priest is called over there.
An imam.
Yeah, Omar, whatever.
Imam, don't be a shit.
No defamation. Omar. The Omar drew some kind of line or circle or pentagram, whatever the fuck, and told the fucking holy man to stay in there because he had to go meet. It's called the Night of the Jinn. It's some shit. That's the name of the story or whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of the Muslims try to say he met up with jinn, but no, he named the people, which were pretty much black guys. There was like 7 of them, and they took turns gangbanging Muhammad.
It doesn't seem
in front of the holy man, but they couldn't get at the holy man because the holy man was inside the box. Now, again, supposedly these were demons. Supposedly these were jinn. But either way, whether it's extraterrestrial, a celestial, or a straight up fucking person, you're still getting tagged in the ass all night. And while this guy watched all night, he was getting tagged. And then he fell asleep on the bosom of the holy man because these people, his ass hurt from being gangbanged.
I mean, that's fair. I get it. A night of getting gangbanged by a bunch of men. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
So if your prophet fucking was okay with that, why are you guys fucking tossing gays out windows? Like, I'm just kind of curious.
Oh, they can't be punished for that, Marco. Those are the actions of crazy people. You can't. It doesn't. It's not the same. And you're going, oh, it's pretty fucking the same, yo. You guys are all a little bit gay, and they're all like, no, it's not. It's not how it is.
And that had to be rough. No lube and in the desert. That's sand.
A lot of sand. and it's coarse sand. It's not
It's like
powdery.
honing the cylinders of a motor.
I mean, yeah, it's not a fun experience. Like, let's be honest, I don't feel like it was meant to be a fun experience. That's just my opinion, but what do I know? Um, yeah, I don't know, man. These guys keep on trying to make it sound as if you're like, well, this made complete sense. So you're like, did it? Does it? Are you sure about that? Doesn't seem like it makes complete sense.
Now, I think that the only reason that I could think of that that would even be hitting my algorithm is because I was looking up. Now, apparently the UN was trying to force the Somali nation, whatever, to give up certain things. Like
Right.
one is to give their people the right to their own religion. If they don't want to be Muslim, then they don't have to be. Um, but the second thing was that they were not allowed to be having sex or marrying underage children. Not whether see, I don't like saying underage children because children, period. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's definitive.
Right. Dude, the outrage, not over like there was some over the religion thing, but the outrage over the children. Like all these men, like the one in particular, he was talking about if a girl bleeds, she's mature. That's it. If a boy has a nocturnal emission, he's mature. That is it. So, if a dude has a wet dream, then all of a sudden he can fuck whatever.
I mean,
if
I don't think that's how that works, but
apparently to Islam it does. Dudes were crying, asking where their leaders were, where's Islam's leaders to go against this. Dude, the bill was up in the air one day and it got all voted down. Totally taken off.
Hey, I think that we should make sure this is very clear to everybody. When you act like that to us, to everyday people, that's me, not him. He's not everyday people. I'm everyday people. And even that's arguable. But you sound like a fucking weirdo. Let's be honest. Like you are the problem. That's how it looks to everybody else.
Do you recall the show we did about that I don't remember. I want to say maybe they were Somali, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that one. But the parents who had their daughter taken in and her clit removed by a doctor who did it for them. Yeah. And once the law got involved, which they should have, way before anything happened to this poor little girl.
Yeah.
They claimed it was in their religion because that's Sharia law. They could cut your child's clit off. A woman should have no pleasure. That's in the Quran.
I mean, listen, women can have everything and they still have no pleasure. So I feel like it's self-evident. It's self-fulfilling, women. I have straight hair. I want curly hair. I got black hair. I want brown hair. I want blonde hair.
All of them were arrested and then later let free.
Of course they were.
So I'm going to say the same thing I said on that show a few years back when I did it. If your religion, if your God tells you to mutilate your child like that, fuck your God. Fuck your God. All right?
He means that figuratively, not sexually, to be very clear.
No, because we see what, on the night of the jinn.
See, like, and this is the weird thing is that people keep on trying to be like, oh, well, it's their religious freedom. And you're like, is that what we're going to argue over? Like, I remember years ago, like, there are times when Victoria and I have gotten to arguments and I'm like, hey, let's just clear up what you're arguing for, right? I'm your husband. We're on the same team. And you're fighting to change your husband's mind on behalf of a stranger. What are we doing here? And she just kind of stops and goes, oh, yeah. I'm like, Who are you? We're on the same team. Why are you arguing with me? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, it's one of those things where, like, the people who are like, they have to. Hey, anybody who's part of the LGBTQ community, okay, who is fighting for the rights to act in a certain religious or cultural way that is indicative of an area located in what we term the Middle East,
The litter box.
they'll kill you, you fucking retard. Without hesitation. You're worse than the white man. Just so you understand. Okay.
Yeah. And any color in your flag that is not the color on which part of the litter box you're in, you're the devil. You're the fucking devil.
Listen, it's so weird how propaganda works, because people tell you all the good stuff and they're like, oh, it's so good, you know, we put God first, and and you're like, okay, yeah, how do you feel about, you know, fucking your cousin? They're like, that's okay. You're like, no, it's not, bro. It's not okay. And they're like, it's the weirdest thing how they kind of try and position all this stuff where you're going, hey man, if you fuck your cousin and you have a kid, that kid's gonna have problems, right? Like,
if nothing else, if nothing biological or genetic, it's gonna have mental problems because his parents are cousins. They're gonna go to the family reunion. It's only gonna be one side.
what the fuck?
That reminds me that there was a God rest his soul. There was a comedian that just passed not too long ago on Bob and Tom. It's called Donnie Baker.
Yeah.
And he has a song that he used to sing. It's called "I'm Bringing Rubbers to the Family Reunion."
Oh, Jesus. That's
right there. I'm bringing
is,
rubbers to the family reunion.
That is a lot. That is a lot. Fucking
Donnie Baker was the shit, dude. Apparently there is another shooting that's kind of being not looked over.
Wonderful. That's nice. It's helpful.
The one from Brown University. Let's see what I just seen, and we'll pull up the thing. Apparently they had somebody, a person of interest, and they are releasing him. Authorities say they will release the person of interest detained in the Brown University shooting.
When did that happen? Hold on.
That happened the other day. I posted it. There was an active shooter going on. But you know, you see.
Oh yeah. I remember you posted about that, and I was like, not my circus, not my monkeys.
2 students and 9 other people. Let's see. A person of interest detained after a Brown University shooting that killed 2 students and injured 9 will be released after an investigation that took law enforcement authorities in a different direction. See, the disclosure made at a hastily convened late night news conference represents a stunning turn of events in the investigation into the killings that rattled the Ivy League campus and came more than 12 hours after officials had announced that they had taken a person into custody.
In connection with the attack was released. It's okay. So evidence now points in a different direction. I feel like we should both have sunglasses. We should put them on. Like, it's going in a different direction. Wah! Like it's the fucking CSI shit. 2 students dead, 9 others injured in an Ivy League school where classes and exams have been canceled. That's the cancellation of classes is not the news, people. At a Sunday vigil in neighborhood, the mayor urged residents to come together and shine a little bit of light. What are you looking for? You lost your wallet? The carnage followed at least 75 school shootings in the United States this year. You know
Now,
what?
here's before we go into that, here's something really scary. I just actually seen Sunday, and this is fucked up because today they're just talking about it. They didn't say anything yesterday about this.
Mhm.
Down here, not even 5 miles away from my house, at the university that my daughter is in a sorority with, and also stays down there. Some dude, so a kid said that he woke up. He was sleeping with his girlfriend in their dorm, and he woke up to a man in a ski mask, with a puffy jacket on, pointing a gun at them. And he says he has no clue who the person was. He jumped on like on top of his girlfriend to cover her, and then the dude just left.
What?
Yeah, last year university. Look it up.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
So like this shit with this, it's I feel like this is starting to become a trend.
Which university you said was?
YSU, Youngstown State University.
YSU University. What was it, like breaking and entering? What would it be classified as? I'm just trying to see.
Suspected shooter of. I mean, nobody got shot, but let me see if I still have it on my history on my phone.
Intruder and ski mask points gun at tenant in YSU apartment. Wow. On WFMJ Cleveland. Hey, everybody, we're going to have some interesting news here today. He was wearing a ski mask and a dark puffy jacket that he could tell by the intruder's body movements that he was a male. That means when he woke up, the guy was helicoptering. That's how he could tell he was a male. A police reporting incident revealed more details of an incident involving an armed intruder at university apartment building. So, okay, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. I assume you are because you have offspring. You can't just walk into a school anymore.
No,
like,
no,
at all. Even up here. Apparently, it's a thing. People freak the fuck out.
Might be thingy.
Like it's a whole.
It's almost like a hotel plus security. Like, you know,
it's a thing. He rolled over on his girlfriend to cover her, but the intruder immediately left. The tenant said the intruder was wearing a ski mask and a dark puffy jacket that he could tell by the intruder's body movements that he was male. Helicopter. The tenant and his girlfriends both told police that they didn't have any enemies and that they do not associate with anyone who would do. Listen, bro, your girl has enemies, okay? And bodies, okay? Hey, that's who you got to investigate right now. That guy was just like, oh, hey, honey, we'll just hang out and relax in our room. It'd be great. Have a good night.
That was probably that girl's old man. That's what that was. That was probably that girl's old man. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That would make
I mean, just like you said, you got to have access to that place. You got to have a card to swipe to get into that place. You got to, people knew you when you were walking around. Because there's always somebody walking around them campuses, them dorm rooms. There's always so if you didn't just walk around with that mask on your face. You probably put that shit on before you went into the door, or you fucking kicked or you used your key because there was no forced entry talked about.
Yeah.
So you used your key probably into your apartment. Put that mask on and put that gun to them, and was like, no, these bitches ain't worth it.
And also, maybe we should also touch base with this. Are we sure that this person wasn't a doctor or a lawyer from foreign nation that was trying to help you? You don't know. It's that's their regular. That's just how they dress. It's not. It's you. It's clearly this guy was racist and was like, there was a doctor and or lawyer in my apartment, but I could tell he was man because he was helicoptering. Yeah, that's the truth be told.
I mean, I feel like it could go that one route, or was there any DNA evidence left on the pillow, on the blanket? Because somebody could have came in was rubbing one out over your fucking old lady, or you,
or you. Listen, that's like we talked about before.
Got scared and pulled the gun. It probably was a BB gun, a squirt gun, whatever.
Maybe a jizz gun. Who knows? Listen, it always goes back to that whole Shane Gillis joke where it's like, oh no, Vikings are coming, they're gonna rape our women, our wives and our daughters. And then the Vikings raise a gay Viking flag and they're like, that's way worse. And the guy was like, I'm gonna save you, honey. And the guy who was in there was like, nah, that's what I want. And you're like, no, that's way worse. It's just, could have gone real bad. Could have been bad.
So there was another school shooting. I'm trying to, or another.
You guys need better cable or something. You guys need the Wayans family to release some shows. You guys need to occupy your time with other things. Maybe Medea could release a new show. Occupy the nation.
Oh, dude, I can't stand Medea fucking movies. I can't.
You know what bothers me the most? And I don't know why this is actors who make a point of always like consistently dressing like women in every movie that they're in. And they're like, no, I'm a guy. But every movie has a thing where they dress like a woman. You're like, why? That's not a thing. Why is that happening? And then you're like, oh, that's because they're gay. You're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, what are you gonna do?
This one was in holy fuck, Australia.
Oh, Bondi Beach?
Yeah. 10-year-old girl was killed in Bondi Beach attack on Sunday, has been named Matilda. The girl was the youngest victim among 15 people who died. 2 gunmen, a father and son, opened fire at a Hanukkah event.
There's a lot of questions I have about this. Is number one, it's a father and son. Okay. The father had 6 guns that he had licensed for hunting, which is a new one, right?
Thought Australia wasn't allowed to have guns.
You can for like it's strict like it is. I think it's more strict than it is up here for us because we still have polar bears walking the streets, right? So, but for them, it's more. But there's a lot of you got to remember too is Australia has like 3 cities and then nothing. And when I mean nothing, I mean fucking nothing, bro. Okay, there's nothing, and it's like there's 1 city on one side, 3 cities on the other, and the whole middle section, which is a massive continent, is got fuck all but things trying to kill you. So as soon as you leave the city, you need to have a gun. It's not right. So this is the weird thing is there are 2 guys, and they attacked. Like my question is that they shot 15 people. They killed 15 people, right? Which is horrible thing. 90 other people are injured. Was anyone that got injured celebrating Hanukkah? I'm asking because the description and news afterward have all been like, oh, it's anti-Semitism. You're like, hold on. Who got killed? Because just because there was a Hanukkah event somewhere, are we like, does it make, you know what I mean? Like
the Telegraph here, it says, open fire on crowds gathered for a Hanukkah event.
Who gathers for a Hanukkah event? Come on.
I don't know. I don't go to fucking Jewish events nor in Australia. My grandson goes to a Jewish school. Fuck.
Does he really? Does he got the ringlets and everything?
Yeah. There's no Christmas that goes on in that motherfucker.
Poor kid.
They got weird, like they got beautifully etched glass doors.
Yes.
And shit like on the walls and in the hallways, but the shit that's etched on them was very weird. Like very weird.
In that, it's very odd how artists display things. And then you're like, okay, well, who asked for it to look like this? Because it don't look like how you'd think church stuff's supposed to look. Like there's no stained glass in a church in modern Christendom that is, Jesus getting his feet wiped by one chick and then blown by another. That's not, and people are like, well, he was a man of the people. You're like, that's not, nobody said that. Nobody was making that. I'm sure he got blown. Okay. If Bill Clinton got blown, the son of God got blown. Okay. I feel like he had to save his virginity, but he's like, you could blow me, but I can't fuck you. I think that's it's pretty
only reasonable. In the butt, like Muhammad said.
mean, a little bit. Hold on. I'm trying to load a video here because it's showing how the shooting unfolded on Bondi Beach. Like, I have a lot of questions, and also, so the dad got shot and killed. Okay.
Okay, well, before you go any further, because yeah, the son's in the hospital. But before we even say any names, because I'm glad that you didn't say like any part of the people, but this screams sand. This screams sand and litter all over it. This screams litter.
So yeah. So this is the thing is you have I'm watching a video. So it's the father and son are on like a bridge from a car park to a park, like a park area, right? Which is leading to the beach. And they're just shooting people. But you're like, that's weird that nobody was around. Like, no, and on top of that, people were like, "Oh, anti-Semitism is everywhere. We got to protect everybody around the world." You're going, hold on. I think we have to protect people from getting shot at random fucking beaches. There, dinghole. But the guy, yeah, go ahead.
Was it Jew who sent me? Was it Jew? Was it Jew? Was it you that sent me the video of what was it, the Jewish high community, whatever, with all them people saying that if you want to get in the office or you want to get in the government, that you have to, side with the
Israel. If you don't side with Israel, we will fully fund your opponent's campaign. Yeah. We will make sure, unless you are the terminology was quite aggressive that was used, but it was from the head of the AIPC, whatever, the people who are essentially, they have a chaperone for every political person for the interests of Israel, which is batshit fucking crazy. Let's just start there. But they said is essentially, if you are not a what's the word for it? I don't want, not enslaved, but if you are not obedient to the interests of Israel, then they will fully fund your opponent to make sure you never get in politics. And you're like, that's not just against the law. That's a hostile takeover, which you're like, hold the fuck on, right? Like it's very weird what's happening everywhere, and I'm not really comfortable about it because I'm like, hold on. You guys are rich. I'm talking about the Jews. You're rich. You have your own religion. You have your own country. You're taking over another country. What are you worried? Like, what are you doing? What is the purpose of all this, right? And it seemed like we've talked about this every time. Follow the money. Follow the money. Follow the money. And then you're going, okay, but the money leads back to them. What the fuck is happening right now? That doesn't make any sense. It's very confusing.
You know, something else odd. I don't know if it's real or not, but it does make a lot of parallels, and I think it makes more sense than the black people's version. There's memes going around trying to say that the song "Jingle Bells" is racist and it was a slave song because they supposedly, and it wasn't. It was not. It had nothing to do with that. But what does sound kind of funny, and it's Jingle Bells, and it's a few of the other ones. I forget exactly which ones the girl named off, but they were all about a particular type of person. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was kind of derogatory for the size of these people's noses. They even name in a couple of the songs like particular items that only these curly chopped people possess. They talk about diamonds and stuff like that, and sounds more like they were talking about some star people than any kind of black folks.
I'll be honest with you. I've never really been a fan of Jingle Bells, but I feel like now I have to play it more, and I'm not really happy about that. I was more happy about A Little Drummer Boy. I thought that was David Bowie did a rendition. I'm like, it's fucking badass. It's a great. And also, I love the idea of some lady having just popped out, Jesus, and then some kid's like, "You fuckers ready to rock?" Just get to the plane, just and just I'm like, yeah, I'm all for it. I'm down. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone keeps on trying to find shit. Like right now in one of the main town centers in Toronto, they renamed it a name derived from Ghana, which you're like, that's ridiculous because Ghana is notorious for being involved in the slave trade. So that's number one. Bing Crosby, Little Drummer Boy. Yeah, Bing Crosby and David Bowie did a collaboration. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic song. But yeah, and now they have a sign that says we have to appease to the African origins. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? African origins of nothing. Okay. And then I'm like, so I commented, I will not stop until we acknowledge that we are on the ancestral land of dinosaurs. Got a lot of likes, bro.
Dude, I seen one document. Well, I don't know if you want to call it a documentary because I feel like documentaries should be truthful, but there was some kind of film. We'll just say found footage film, but it wasn't like a horror movie or whatever. But anyways, it was these native people in Canada. Which, you know what? Nobody ever fucking says shit to the Canadians about them taking the native land up there.
They're saying it now. They're basically we're right now in the middle of a hostile takeover. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, but it's not by the native Canadian people.
Yeah, no, it is.
Is it?
It's native Canadians and then Indians.
Yeah. It's slots against the dots. That's what it is.
Yeah, which I'm all. I'll get the popcorn. It's fine. I'm like, go for it. You guys fight.
I would be pissed off if I was the natives there too. We're the real Indians, motherfucker. Go back.
Fantastic. Hey, have you ever looked into the whole thing? How like people try and say that Native Indian is an offensive term, and you're like, that when that term started being used, India was called Hindustan, right? It wasn't called India. So
I like it better.
Yeah, of course. And you're like, so what the fuck are you talking? Like, no, India is a people of people of the land. Like that's the whole idea behind it. And the fact is, the native people were more. They didn't build buildings. They were nomadic, right? Like they would move around. They had their area, and they would do that kind of stuff. So,
dude, if nothing else, the dot people, I love their words. They got some of the coolest words, like Punjabi, Punjab.
Oh,
Punjab.
You gotta call somebody a panchod, which means he's a sister fucker. It's panchod. Yeah, it is very insulting, and like you might fight, but it's worth it.
That sounds like a liberal, gender fluid person. A panchod.
I have converted. I am a panchod now. And you're like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. Not a good look.
Dude, I seen this other. It was a quick little. I don't know. Maybe a lead into a whole documentary or whatever. I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing, but apparently there is a part of the litter box that is just made for trans people.
Yeah.
And it's just like this little.
Can we ship ours?
Like street. No. It's like one street, and they're complaining how oppressed they are and this and that. Probably. Bitch, you are in a dress in the middle of the litter box. Yeah, you could have kept that shit behind closed doors. I
mean, like, so.
Like, whatever God you worship is not for miles and miles and miles around.
Nobody gives a shit. Like it's
Jesus ain't been in that land in ever.
If you listen to some people, he never was. So whatever. I don't know, man. It's like also too like
and dude, if you ever read that story, the Night of the Jinn, like they describe these dudes, like the black dudes, like they describe them in detail. Dark skin, muscular, long. Like, tall.
Okay. He didn't have an appetizer. He went right for the entree and then dessert. Just ugh.
You thought Vlad the Impaler impaled motherfuckers. I mean,
Vlad was watching and he's like, I could use that. That's fine. And one guy's like, we don't have big enough dicks. Don't worry. I got that covered.
hold my glass of blood.
Yeah, I got this. It's a weird thing where you have like distinct history of some crazy shit happening. And at the same time, people are like, well, that's who I am. And you're like, I don't think that's how that worked. Like those situations happened not out of people trying to express themselves. It was people having no alternative and like no choice. Like it's weird, right? Because you're going like, so I think about it this way is like there a lot of people talk about when they go to jail how like if you're getting out 6 months before you stop fucking dudes so you can acclimatize back to things. I'm like, that's weird because I don't understand that, but yeah, apparently it's a thing. Yeah. But I'm like, bro.
See, when I was growing up, they took. You ever see that movie Life with Eddie Murphy?
No, why the fuck would I watch this shit movie?
It was a great movie. It was a great movie.
You're a fucking liar, okay?
No, that was great. There was one part where there was a gay inmate, and he just got his papers that he was going to get released like a week later, and he's sitting there and he's talking to Eddie Murphy, and he's saying, I don't know what to do. I ain't been home in 20 years. My family ain't gonna accept me like this. Nobody's gonna accept me like this. I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to, and instead of going and stopping fucking dudes, the last 5 days or whatever, or like 5 weeks, or instead of sucking it up, he headed towards the gun line and unalived himself pretty much. See, that's the way I grew up. You head towards the gun line.
That's me too, where I'm like, hey man, you made some choices, you're done. Like that's just yeah. I what I don't understand is like people are like, I have to fuck. You're like, all right, just jerk off, man. Like if it's gonna drive you crazy, just fucking jerk off in private. What I don't understand why
you're like, save your money. Save your fucking money. I mean, because the sex dolls are getting affordable. And I'm not talking about the old school, blow up dolls that we fucking saw in the porn mags, or even the fucking, the Gen X fucking silicone booties that you just fuck on the side of your fucking mattress. Mm. No, we're talking about state of the art, Asian made, Asian looks if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, rechargeable pussy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should do that for jails.
Midget. You can even get midgets.
I have a question for you. Let's say they'd have like a jail issue sex doll for every inmate. But then what if somebody else fucks your sex doll? Like, I'd throw hands on that. Like, that's mine. You can't.
See, I would think that they would have like, because what are you going to do? The inmates come and go. So you're going to have like a cartridge, a pussy cartridge. You're gonna have your own pussy cartridge. And then can you imagine that? Because you can get a tight one, you can get a loose one. You're gonna have to get a recharge every now and again because it's gonna get full. I mean,
you get that from commissary. I feel like
yeah. And can you imagine if you didn't save your commissary up, so you just got that old torn up, rattled pussy from back when you first got your sentence 5 years down the road. Like I've torn up some pocket pussies, so I know, man. Like it's held together with a rubber band.
I feel like if you worn through a pocket pussy, maybe you need a better hobby. I don't.
Dude, I do a whole set about blowing the back out of a pocket pussy. Because at one minute you're like, yeah, I tore that pussy up, and then when reality sets in, that half a second later, you're like, you're almost 50.
Yeah,
You got a piece of silicone, 2 pieces of silicone in your hand, and your grown ass adult kids are in your house. Um,
I mean, on one hand, questionable. On the other, still got it. I feel like, there are two sides of it. So I have I'm on a group chat with Atlas and Joey. Because Joey's like a closet gay or something. I don't know what he is. Yeah.
Right up Atlas's alley.
Yeah. They're both like, no, I'm the worst. And you're like, they're all bad. Like, I keep on trying to be like, you guys know that all of the politicians are bad, right? Like, it's not, you can hate Trump. Trump's not a good person. Nobody out here, the people who are out here are going, Donald Trump is the greatest person in all of history. You're retarded. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, but saying that about any politician in all of history, no, you're retarded. Okay. Have some politicians done some things that were good? Yes. The majority haven't. Okay. So
I'm glad you brought that up. That's a great segue.
Ooh, are we talking about what I think I'm talking about?
The White House?
No.
What are you talking about?
The guy with the patch.
The guy tell me about the guy with the patch.
Okay. So Dan Crenshaw is a representative. Okay, so he a guy who's from the teams who now does a podcast, Sean Ryan, I think his name is. He called out how, you're making 107. He didn't say a name, but he goes, you have $174,000 a year as a paycheck, which is a good fucking job. Let's be clear, right? But all of a sudden, you're having your 40th birthday, and Kid Cudi is going to be DJing it. How the fuck did that happen? How are you affording that shit, right? And that guy sent messages to Sean Ryan. So Sean Ryan is a Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL. Dan Crenshaw has an eye patch because he's a veteran. I don't know if he was a Navy SEAL, but whatever. And he's like, oh, I got guys from Team 6 who will fuck you up. And you're like, what? Because inside the teams, that's not going to happen, right? No. So, like, now it's kind of blowing up. And apparently today they're having a conversation. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, you're going like, bro, you're corrupt. Every one of those politicians, hey, they make $174,000 a year. If they have a few $1 million in assets, they're less crooked, but they still crooked. That's just how it fucking is. Okay.
So honestly, now I haven't heard about that. I'm glad you brought it up. But you know what it does sound like to me? It sounds like the male version of the whole Candace Owens, Erica Kirk thing. Because oddly enough, the way you just worded it, they're now having a sit down and having a little talk between them two.
Maybe they kiss each other a little bit.
Candace Owens has been calling out Erica Kirk.
Yeah. It's so they because Candace Owens is like a pit bull, right? She's gonna fuck a dog with a bone. Just rip the fuck out of it. And you know what? I respect her for it. I still love her. Life's hard. Get a helmet. You're like, God damn. It's like, I'm too pregnant for this shit. You're like, listen to her. She's right. But she's like, yeah, no, that was a hit. There's no question. Like, she's gone through and she's going through details, and the more details she gets in, the more angry people get. And I'm like,
and dude, I mean, even Tim Pool, they all think she's paranoid. They all think she's doing this for money or publicity. I look at it like, I didn't know how far back Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk went. They were teenagers together, dude. They like knew each. That was her best fucking friend.
Yeah,
like that was her dude. I mean, that was her brother.
Yeah,
and to find out more and more, like she knew him way before Erica, and now the whole rumors about the kid that there's even the rumors that the two that are there might not be.
Hey, I hate to throw out allegations like that to a woman who's lost her husband. That's horrible.
Right.
At the same time, if the math don't math, maybe you should shut up.
It's yours, bitch.
Yeah, like maybe you should shut up. Like just And also, like the fact that she jumped into everything in days, I'm like, maybe not. I don't like. Look, we're men, okay? We try and get back to normal as quick as possible because if we don't, then we have a bigger problem. I'll admit that.
Right.
But like a couple days, no, man. You gotta just fucking, you gotta take some time, right? It's just, anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So on the last bit, now what I was talking about don't really seem important.
Well, it's on you. That's not on
No,
me.
but so we all know Trump was doing this ballroom thing.
Yeah.
And it's already halfway torn down. It's already been put up in the air, even though now the fucking whatever permission that he didn't ask for or whatever. The way that I've seen a few lawyers talk about it, the Trump nor the administration had to ask for anything to tear down. Now to rebuild, they have to have the architectural whatever the fuck approved and all the other shit, and it's got to be approved by the city and just all that. There's all kind of planning commissions and shit that has to be greased.
Yeah.
So nothing has been built yet. They have been tearing this fucking thing down. It is torn down. Now we got judges and we got fucking these different people suing because Trump didn't get permission to do this, and he doesn't have the right to demolish the White House, and he doesn't have the right to do this and that. So now, what the fuck are you people gonna do? What is the end game for this? You're gonna leave the White House half fucked? You're just gonna leave. You waited until the motherfucker was destroyed, and then you want to put a stop to it.
Correct.
You knew it was going to happen. He said it was going to happen. He fucking put the date on there. I'm sure there's live videos somewhere of it fucking starting.
Yeah. Hey, listen. If zero presidents had ever done renovations to the White House, I'd say you have an argument. But no, lots of presidents have made renovations to cater to their own specific needs, which is, number one, narcissistic as fuck. Number two, within their right. So get fucked. And the most recent being a basketball court. Fuck out of here, bro. Don't give me that. Hey, I want that ballroom to be shaped like Donald Trump's face and have the top just his hair coming up. So it has like a fucking thing. I don't give a fucking
like Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Trump with Johnny Bravo hair.
Absolutely. Fucking love it.
I'm glad, dude. You're poking the back of the brain. So we're gonna leave this in people's heads.
That's how I do it.
This is one thing that did come out in the whole 95,000 or whatever bullshit coming out, and I find it funny that it's not being talked about. So it must. It's. I think it's true. But I don't think it had anything to do with Trump. I think it was just Jeff doing a fucking, fucking with Trump because he was a troll on Trump. We all know that now.
Yeah.
He fucking hated Trump. But there were Trump brand golden condoms. Yeah. And on one side of it, it said it's huge.
She's awesome. Love it. Love it. You're like, that's a collector's item. It's the best. Yeah. It's number one. It never breaks. It's meant to handle the biggest. And you know why.
There's gold flakes in the lube. Like Goldschlager.
That would probably be worse. But yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, I could see that.
You plow your old lady. She sparkles 24 karat gold for a month.
Hey, you take off the rubber and your shit sparkles for a month too. You're like,
you're gonna find out in fucking 50 years that you got some kind of weird cancer of the dick because there's radiation bouncing off the gold.
I used a Trump condom once and I thought it was just the gold rubbed onto my skin permanently. You're like, nope, no, you're gonna die now. You're like, oh,
Or who was that? Who was the guy on the old Austin Powers? Gold member?
Yeah. Solid gold. He's like, I love gold. Yeah, that's fair. Makes sense. All right. I gotta go. Tonight, A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
We're gonna be watching. We're starting at, I think I already scheduled it for 8 p.m. I've already sent you an invitation.
What are you playing it on? Disney Plus?
Yeah, Disney Plus.
All right, I already got it all fucking geared up and ready to go.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Awesome. Alrighty. See you tonight.
Later, everybody. You're the one who has to turn it off. You fucking...
Yeah, I know, fuck faces.
You're like, turn it off. I'm like, I can't.
This ain't my job.